Welcome back, guys. If you're new here, I just finished the first four songs on Operation Mindcrime by Queensrÿche. We're going through the whole album. I'm doing this all in one sitting, but the videos are going to be split up. We reached the song Speak. Let's see what that one's all about. And let's go.
Don't really know the game, yet I'm bent on submission. Religion is to blame. I'm the new messiah, an angel with a gun. Dangerous in my silence, deadly to my God. Speak to me. The pain you feel. Speak the word. To become what I am, to reach the new beginning, to make you understand, to reach some point of order, utopia in mind. You've got to learn to sacrifice, to leave what's now behind. Speak to me, the pain you feel. Speak the word. The word is all. Revolution will grow. The weekend poor will fall. Let's strip the power balance and tear down the crown. Educate the masses. We'll burn the White House down. Speak to me. The pain you feel. Speak to me. The pain you feel. Speak the word.
Okay, that was a pretty badass song. I love the way it opened up, came in. The guitars were in your face right away. Really cool riffs. The guitars probably stuck out to me the most this time. Again, very catchy lyrics, especially with that "Speak to me, the word is all of us." I like those parts. Again, the word is obviously revolution, right? Speak the word. But is the word also Mindcrime? Because when that word gets spoken, that's when this guy becomes brainwashed or whatever, this Nicky guy. Interesting. Definitely talking about that. They're giving me a mission. I don't really know the game. I'm bent on submission. Religion is to blame. There's one line I really liked in this song, and it was, "The system we learn says we're equal under law, but the streets are reality. The weak and poor will fall." Exactly. Nothing is fair, especially in this life. While you got homeless people on the streets, dying, and you got these billionaires living the perfect lives. How is that fair? So yeah, very interesting track, just building up on that revolution, right? Educate the masses will burn the White House down. Like, it's pretty serious lyrics. But yeah, just again, just so relevant even to today, maybe even more relevant today than back then. It's very interesting. So another great track. Like I said, the guitars stood out to me most on this one, but the drums had some cool sections all around, whether talking about his cymbal work and everything. He was freaking awesome. And like I said, I like the vocals. So that was Speak. Let's see what the next track is. Spreading the Disease.
Brings me what I need without a beg and sweat and bleed. When we're alone at night waiting for the call, she feeds my skin. 16 and on the run from home, found a job in Times Square working live S&M shows. 25 John's a happy man. She wipes the filth away and is back on the streets. Spreading the disease. Everybody needs, but no one wants to see. Father William.
I love when the drums are like that. They're really filled out. And that's how the song began. I don't know how to do it with my mouth, but it was awesome. Spreading the Disease. At first I was thinking it was talking about drugs again, because she always brings me what I need. I thought they were talking about the heroin. But it seems like they're actually talking about this girl, perhaps a prostitute, it seems like. Working live S&M shows, $25 a screw, so that's what it kind of seems like. And it's back on the streets again right after that. So interesting stuff.
You saved her from the streets. Father William saved her from the streets.
Okay.
She drank the lifeblood from the Savior's feet. She's Sister Mary now, eyes as cold as ice. He takes her once a week on the altar like a sacrifice. Spreading the disease. Everybody needs, but no one wants to see. Religion and sex are power plays. Manipulate the people for the money they pay. Selling skin, selling God. The numbers look the same on their credit cards. Politicians say no to drugs while we pay for wars in South America. Fighting fire with empty words while the rich get fat, the poor stay poor, and the rich get rich, and the cops get paid to work away as a 1% rules America.
I just gotta stop there because there's so much to talk about. Religion and sex are power plays. Manipulate the people for the money they pay. So true. Selling skin or selling God. The numbers look the same on the credit cards. They're out to take your money, right? Politicians say no to drugs while we can pay for wars in South America. They're using the drug money, the war on drugs, to fight their wars and stuff. It's the politicians that put the drugs in the country in the first place, right? Very interesting stuff, you know. The poor stay poor, the rich get rich, and the cops get paid to look away. It's so true. It's so true. Definitely a deeper song than what it seems like on the surface. Spreading the disease, there's many different forms of this disease, right? Prostitution, the drugs, but also religion, the way politicians are spreading the drugs, basically getting people on the streets for an excuse to put them in prisons or to fight their wars. An excuse to go into these countries and stuff. There's so much here. There's even a section where the priest takes the young prostitute off the streets, and then he's using her, makes her, what was it again? Her name? Sister Mary. That's what she becomes, like a nun, but yet he still takes her once a week. Like, very messed up stuff happening behind the scenes, right? And that's basically what the song's about. Everything that's happening behind the scenes in America. Well, sometimes it's not even behind the scenes. Sometimes it's right in the open, but the cops still look away. You know, so just so rich, this song, lyrically. Musically, it was friggin' awesome too. Great guitar work. The friggin' drums that I don't even know how to do it, but that happened multiple times in the track, and it was even doing it behind the solo. I thought it worked perfectly together, those two. Awesome track. Once again, moving on to The Mission. Let's see where this is going.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. In the wooden chair beside my window, I wear a face born in the falling rain. I talk to shadows from a lonely candle, recite the phrases from the wall I can't explain. This holy pain.
You know
just gotta say, love how the song opened up acoustically. I wasn't sure if the whole song was gonna be like that, but just beautiful picking, and it just again changes up the vibe of these songs. Even though this is all one concept, the songs all kind of stand out from each other, which is great. He seems to be with the nun now, or something. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. She brings the only friend that helps me find my way. Sister comes to wash my sins away. I'm guessing this is the nun from the last song. Interesting. I'm still trying to gather everything, but sounds cool. I like how it went from those acoustics to right in, and you had that thumping bass. Awesome.
To a time when I was younger, a target for the new society. Quick to displace the leaders, countering objectives of this new underground reality. Waiting for days longer, till sister comes to wash my sins away. She's the lady that carries my sorrow. My love for her will help me find my way. My mission saved the world, and I stood proud. My mission changed the world. It turned my
Just gotta say, they always make their solos so epic sounding and very melodic, obviously. Just love that. It says, I look around my room is filled with candles, each one a story, but they end the same. Are the candles supposed to be representing the people he's killing? You know, light a candle for the death or something? I don't know, but it seems like the song's The Mission. It says my mission saved the world and I stood proud. So did he already go out and like assassinate leaders or something at this point? I don't know, but interesting story. And it seems like the nun is bringing him a certain type of comfort, right? Or the sister. They also add in some symphonic elements or keys or something in the background. Again, elevating that like epicness of the track, I feel. badass track, interesting lyrics throughout. Time to check out what the story is all about, see if I lost anything in translation looking at these lyrics and whatnot. So according to Wiki, the story continues as, his position with Dr. X's organization grows, so does Nicky's ego and adherence to his master's vision of the future, which is speak. Through one of Dr. X's associates, a corrupt priest named Father William, Nicky is offered the services of a teenage prostitute turned nun named Sister Mary, spreading the disease. Okay, she was a teenager. That's even more messed up. And Father William is a corrupt priest working with Dr. X. Oh, that's super interesting. I didn't gather that from the lyrics on my first time through anyway. And through his friendship and growing affection towards Sister Mary, I got that, Nicky begins to question the nature of what he is doing, seeing that Dr. X has his own nefarious agenda, the mission. Interesting stuff, man. Interesting. So the sister, the nun or whatever, is starting to make him realize, like, is what I'm doing really right? Is this the right way to go about this revolution and working with Dr. X and everything? I can see why this is a great concept, because I'm usually not into concepts this much, but this one I'm really, it's like I'm watching a movie right now. You're right. I'm following the story so closely, and it's super interesting. So I will return with more. I'm doing this whole album in one sitting, like I said, guys. So the videos are going to be broken up into 3 or 4 probably. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys in this video. I will return. So stay tuned, like, subscribe so you don't miss out. And until next time, guys, thanks for watching.